was listening to Danny Haifang talking with Scott Ritter on what's going on with Iran right now, and Ritter made the interesting comment that he thinks there will be regime change in the United States before Iran, and this is a direct result of the United States and Israel murdering, killing the supreme leader of Iran, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, and because this made a martyr of the supreme leader. He didn't go and hide in some bunker somewhere or anywhere else in the country or leave the country, etc. He stayed in his residence. He was willing to sacrifice himself for the cause, for the betterment of Iran, and the supreme leader, being willing to sacrifice himself in this way seems to really have played out just as the maybe supreme leader thought it might, by strengthening the resolve of the Iranian people, bringing them together. There have been massive demonstrations against the U.S. and Israeli bombing campaign, these, war crimes, as well as people out in the streets, very upset, angry, pissed off, sad about the supreme leader being murdered by the U.S. So if anything, this made it so regime change, which is what the U.S. wants in that country, won't happen. And if this war, if these calamities on the U.S. side continue to happen, Ritter thinks there would be regime change sooner in the United States than Iran. For example, the Republicans losing in the midterms, Trump losing, control of Congress, etc. And potentially, if this goes really disastrous, and let's say there's a U.S. aircraft carrier that ends up at the bottom, of the ocean or the sea somewhere as a result of Trump initiating this war of aggression, then maybe he would be impeached, convicted, and maybe arrested. I think that is potentially a bit far-fetched, just with how bloodthirsty and warmongering a good majority, potentially a vast majority of U.S. politicians are. But potentially, right, if this becomes really ongoing, entrenched effort.